Yo, what's good? Literally got back like 10 minutes ago. I was just unpacking my bag because I just got back from my girlfriend's, just got the bus back home. So I want to do the video now because my mum's literally, she's going out with my little sister. They're going to see my nan, spend some time with her. So I thought, perfect opportunity for me to just sit down, do a video while there's no one here. So there's no background noise and I can concentrate better, like I was saying in the previous video. So what I actually want to talk about is my overall diet and just the future of where I want my diet to go and just my eating in general. I haven't got the best diet in the world. Um, for those of you who don't know, I'm technically vegan. I say technically, and I'm gonna get into that. So I started off vegan 4 years ago, really strict with it, and then it branched out into being vegetarian. Still haven't had meat for 4 years, no gelatin, no nothing, but I've branched out into being vegetarian. But I still like to say I'm vegan because the majority of my foods, yes, are vegan, but I still have stuff that's vegetarian, like some ready salted crisp, some bread, or like pastas. They use like dairy products with inside them, but I wouldn't have the dairy product on their own. So what I mean is, I'm not going to go to the shop and buy eggs, milk, butter, or cheese, but I'll have something with those ingredients in. And I know it's no different, but it's like I feel less guilty, and it's kind of like a coping mechanism for me because I was vegan and then it's branched out, and it's like I've always said I'm vegan, so if I don't advocate for eating meat or eating dairy and then I'm eating dairy, it's kind of like I'm a hypocrite. So it's kind of like I'm coping, if that makes sense. But yeah, I guess I'm just vegetarian, despite I say I'm vegan. My reason to becoming vegan is a bit more in depth. I'm gonna quickly briefly go over it. If I want to talk more about it, I'll just do another video. So basically, I was arguing with my girlfriend. Obviously, bearing in mind this was 4 years ago, I was a lot less mature and developed, and this was at the beginning of my just life, I guess, because before I wasn't really living life to the fullest. I was kind of just on autopilot. Now I'm actually trying to improve myself in different ways. That was before I had this mindset. So that was at the very start when I was just learning new things. So we were arguing about like spending time with each other. I was just getting upset because, like I said, I was less developed. I was just an emotional wreck, to be honest. Got a lot of tablets, as in prescribed tablets, and I fucking gobbled them all. And there was like 8 tablets, and they was all like prescribed tablets, like paracetamol, painkillers, cocodamol, codeine, like all them type of ones. I don't actually know the names of all of them because I just picked up random tablets and took them. And I started tripping. I started getting a bit upset and all that stuff. And then when it all came down, like I calmed down from tripping, I had KFC, and that was the last bit of meat I've ever had. I've had no gelatin or meat or anything since. And then the next day, I went food shopping with my mum because she was going food shopping, and I had all these pictures on my phone from where I was screenshotting vegan foods at Morrison's because that's where we shop. Because I was planning it, I just didn't go through with it, and I was really shocked at the time because I was like, wait. You can get like vegan ice cream, vegan sausage roll, vegan burgers, vegan chicken. You can literally get substitute for real foods. I say real foods, but I mean like meat and dairy products into a vegan form or vegan substitute. I just thought before it was like plants and vegetables, which it is. Like that's actually what being vegan is, right? But being vegan and plant-based are two different things. So I was vegan from that day, and then like I said, it branched out. But it's like there's no 100% healthy diet. We all have different opinions. Like some people say it's good to have a bit of everything. Some people say it's good to only eat meat and to be carnivore. Some people say it's good to be keto and cut out carbs. People say it's good to be vegetarian or vegan. We all have different opinions. So is there any 100% healthy diet? Yes, in people's opinions, there can be healthier diets. So for me, I would put meat right at the bottom in terms of how your inside health feels. So you've got your inside health, which is your gut, your digestive system, and all that stuff. And then you've got your outside health, so like your physique when it comes to gym and stuff like that. Meat is really good, right, for protein and in a gym sense, right, for building muscle. But in my opinion, I don't feel like it's as good for your inside health. So our body is a temple, right? And most people just eat whatever they want and don't think deeply about eating because they just see it as like a natural thing, right? But at the end of the day, our bodies are temples, and eating is something that can make us really powerful. If you have a really good diet, it can help your life a lot better than having a shit diet, right? This could sound like something so simple, but there's a lot of people who don't actually realize that and just like eat whatever they want and don't realize that if you can control your diet, it can actually help you in so many different ways, right? But like I said, people have different opinions. So what actually would be the healthiest diet? If you believe your diet is actually healthy and you actually feel different, it's kind of like you're tricking your brain to feel that way, and you actually believe in it. And when you have belief, you have power. So if I believe that being alkaline is actually healthier and I pay attention to my body and it actually feels different, I'm going to believe it more, which will give me more power. And obviously that will change my overall life, because it can change the way you think. Because at the end of the day, you are what you eat. You've probably heard of that saying. But I want to dive more deeper into the rabbit hole of foods not being 100% healthy. You've got GMO foods, you've got like processed stuff, you've got chemicals, they like pump it with all this random shit that you probably wouldn't even be able to say properly. You read the back of the label, there's like 40 different things to make one thing. Like if you look at like waffles, right? A waffle is made from potato. It should just say potato and then maybe a few other ingredients. It's just like 50 different things. Like you don't need to say that. You know what I mean? And it's like there's no one 100% healthy diet, but in your opinion, there can be a healthier diet. So for me, like I said, alkaline would be all the way at the top. And then where I'm at now with my vegan or vegetarian processed foods, I see it's kind of like a stepping stone, because it's a little bit better than meat, in my opinion. So it goes meat, where I'm at now, and then that's the end goal where I want to get to, like fruits and vegetables in my own greenhouse and actually growing it myself. But even then, there's like certain things where it can actually make it not 100% healthy. So I don't believe we can really have a 100% healthy diet. It just comes down to eating the best that you can, in your opinion, and pay attention to your body and see how it feels. So this is where the little bit of a predicament comes in, because I've been thinking a lot lately, and when I think, I tend to do something where I like conflict myself and debate myself. So it's like I'll have one side for an argument and then another side for the other end of the argument, and they're both really good points, and then it's like just conflict because I can't decide. So I've been thinking, do I eat meat and start eating the actual dairy products itself? Because like I said, I eat vegetarian foods with the dairy products in them, but I won't actually go and eat an egg or go and drink milk or something like that. It's only when it's inside something, so I feel less guilty. So I've been thinking, do I switch up my diet to help in terms of gym and my overall physique? Because it comes down to my financial situation. Yet again, this is a point I didn't bring up. So when I eat my food, I have a fast metabolism and I can eat a lot and really fast, right? So I need to bulk, because I believe bulking is something that you should do when you're at the gym to help you get more gains, right? But where I eat all my food so fast, it's like I don't have a lot for the rest of the week. And where I don't work, I have to wait for my mum to give me the money to go food shopping. So it's kind of like I've stumped myself there, and then I have to just eat and like slow it down so it actually lasts longer. But then I'm just like eating at maintenance, which maintenance is you're eating the same amount every single day to maintain your body weight. Under maintenance would obviously you're not eating enough and you're under your normal body weight and you're losing weight. And then over maintenance is you're eating more than you should. So in other terms, bulking. But if you overeat a lot, that's obviously when you get fat. Because bulking and getting fat are two different things. You losing fat and losing weight are two different things. Losing weight is muscle and fat. Losing fat is obviously just losing fat. You know what I mean? So that's why bulking's good if you do it properly for a long duration of time, because it can actually help you get stronger, and you can see new gains come through when you start to cut down and get a bit more lean, right? So for me, that's hard to do, not only because my diet, you can do it on a vegan diet, and sure, there's like big vegan gym influencers out there and stuff like that, but it's a bit harder just because there's less protein in most of the foods and you're really limited to what you can eat. So if I was to eat meat, although the money situation would still be at play and bulking, there's a lot more protein within them foods, and I have a lot more variety, so I don't even need to exactly eat more, right? Because I'm not missing my protein goal by that much, or I'm either hitting it or I'm just barely missing it. So if that's the case, when I eat meat, there's going to be more protein in them foods. Obviously, it's going to be a lot more filling because there's a lot more amino acids compared to vegan foods, but there's not as much leucine or amino acids within inside of them foods, so you get hungry a lot quicker. And especially with me, with a fast metabolism and that I'm naturally smaller, it just goes hand in hand that I'm just sticking at maintenance. So I've been thinking for a while, like, I want to bulk, I need to bulk, otherwise, after I've recovered my strength, because at the moment I'm training light, I'm at a recovery stage because I had to do home workouts, and I lost a bit of size and a lot of strength because I couldn't, like, go up in weight, and I couldn't go gym because, yet again, the money situation. So right now I'm training light. I've roughly got about 2 months of gradually increasing the weight if I'm doing everything correctly to get back to where I was. But I feel like I'm just going to hit a plateau instantly again. So it's kind of like I feel like I'm going backwards because, like I said, I view eating meat and dairy products down there, even though I'm already eating dairy products, just not the actual thing. It's just within something else. You know what I mean? It's like I have chocolate, and that's a big temptation and craving for me. And this spot here, don't know if you can see that well, that is from chocolate. And there's different things at play that can damage or help your skin, such as food, right? Someone did mention this to me. They said you could be allergic to eating like dairy or just like whatever's in the chocolate, which I never thought about. But whenever I eat it, my skin breaks out, and I shouldn't even be eating it. I say I'm vegan, but I'm eating chocolate. You know what I mean? I drank water only for 2 years though. Last time I had something else other than water. It was like that innocent orange juice, the one with like the smiley face on like the drink, and it was pretty nice. But that's when I was fasting, and I broke my fast with that and some other food. And then I just stopped after that day. So the 11th of November 2 years ago was when I last had something. No, actually, no, the 10th of November, but on the 11th is when I switched to only drinking bottled water. I've always only drank bottled water since I said I've been on my journey or whatever. So like 4 or 5 years I've only drank bottled water because tap water is like really bad for you. But that's for another video if I ever do a video on that. So yeah, for my overall diet, like I said, I see meat worse than eating the food that I'm eating now, despite it being pumped with chemicals. So you're probably thinking, how the hell is it worse or on the same level? I want to hear that. So let me explain. I'm going to make it as simple and brief as I can. Right. I believe everything is energy. Energy cannot be created nor destroyed. It can only be transferred. So when you've got these animals that are getting killed, or sometimes they're like hanging on like chains or whatever and like getting cut open. I don't know if you've ever seen like videos of that, like when they actually kill the animals for obviously food. Imagine you as a person, you just got hooked upside down on a chain and you're getting sliced open. You're not going to be happy, you're going to be sad, right? So energy can only be transferred. So this emotion of these animals panicking and being sad and having this adrenaline and fear and literally just terror, that is transferring to you when you consume that food. And not only that, meats can cause cancer, and having a bad diet overall just causes diabetes, high cholesterol, bad for your hormones, so many different things. But it's not only meat, that's what I said. Like, I'm aware that vegan foods can do this as well. Like, you go to a supermarket, you buy a vegan burger, doesn't mean it's filled with like fruits and vegetables or plants. It's processed, pumped with chemicals, and I don't like that either. So it's like, I see it a bit better just for the fact of what I said about the transferring the energy from an animal, but at the end of the day, it's still fucking toxic to our bodies. But I'm in a situation where I don't have a greenhouse, I can't grow my own fruits and vegetables, and I don't have the money to bulk on a better diet than I'm at now. So it's like, do I go back for the meantime to help myself in terms of gym and see how I actually feel in terms of my inside health while eating meat? Or do I stay where I'm at now and keep on like itching my head, you know what I mean, and like scratching my head and like going back and forth? Because I'm like put off by a lot of things too. Obviously, the fact that I've just got to eat it in general, got to relearn how to cook, the smell, I kind of feel like I want my inside health to be a priority over my outside health. Well, I want to have a balance, but I feel like a lot of people care about their physique more than what they're actually consuming. Like I said, there's a lot of people at gym. Obviously, you can't outwork a shit diet, right? But there's a lot of people at gym who have like good genetics who can sometimes eat bad things and their physique still look really good. And it's like they have a really good outside physique, but are they actually really fit? Are they actually healthy? You know what I mean? So it's like I want to have a good inside and outside um, health, and like in terms of my body and just stuff like that. So it's like I'm kind of put off going back to eating meat because I feel like, in my opinion, where it's worse, it's just gonna make me feel like a lot shitter inside and just stuff like that. Because, like I said, a body's a temple. You want to treat it like a garden, not a graveyard. I've seen a picture where it's like someone's intestines, and it was like their diet, and it was like it literally looked like sewage water, like sludge. Like it looked terrible, and that's probably what my intestines look like now. That's probably what a lot of people's intestines look like, if not all of us, because there's so many micronutrients and macronutrients that we need to hit for our body to be actually functioning to the fullest potential. And that's why a lot of people agree that you should have a little bit of everything, because then you can actually get everything and you're not limited to one thing. And I'm aware of this, and I'm not just your like average vegan or vegetarian or whatever, where they like protest and they like scream down mics saying go vegan. Like, I have awareness that my diet isn't that great. It's just with my thoughts and my beliefs, I see it a little bit better than eating meat. But if it's only a little bit better, is that enough for me to hold on to it? You know what I mean? With it lowering or hindering my gains, because yes, you can get big while eating vegan foods or vegetarian foods or whatever, but you're a lot more restricted. So it's like, if it's only a little bit worse, but I'm going to gain a lot more benefits through the protein and just overall build a muscle, why don't I just switch? And I've simplified it like that, but it's still hard for me just to do that because of how attached I am to this diet and how long I've been on this diet. You know what I mean? It's just, I'm so used to it, and I might not even like meat. I might eat it, and then it's like, oh fuck, I didn't even want to eat that. I knew I shouldn't have done that. Didn't like it. And then it's like, well, I just had it, and now I'm gonna go back to my normal diet anyway. So it's kind of like I'm coping and making excuses for both sides, but ultimately, I can only choose. You know what I mean? It's down to me. This video is just here to see if I'm a little bitch and I should just make my mind up when I look at it in the future, or if I do actually still agree with myself. Because I think it's good to dive deep into things, but I feel like I do that with way too much stuff, even the littlest things. I like to question everything and see perspectives on everything, even when it comes down to little things, and I find little things so amazing and fascinating. So that's just something for me. It can be good and bad, because sometimes I can just be there for ages, like scratching my head, like, oh, what do I do? What do I do? And it makes me a bit indecisive because I'm thinking so much. But it also can be good because I'm not just like quick to believe stuff. I'm actually like thinking for myself, you know what I mean? So it has its pros and cons. And in this situation, I don't know if it's a pro or a con. Like I said, it's ultimately down to me. And right now, I'm not sure what I should exactly follow. Should I go and eat meat to help myself in terms of gym, or do I hold off and wait till I get a job and then wait until I hit a plateau and then start trying to bulk with my money from the job and then see where I go from there? You know what I mean? So that's pretty much most of it and what I wanted to say. But yeah, with my overall eating, it's not like the greatest. So I literally went to the shop. I'll show you now. I have a bag of knickknacks, right? They're not vegan. I'll literally read. It says, for allergies, including cereals containing gluten, see ingredients in bold also may contain milk, egg, and mustard. Obviously, there's no meat in here, but it's literally got dairy products in. But I'm supposed to be vegan, or I used to claim to be vegan, or claim to be vegan. But I don't like to claim anything or label myself. I feel like veganism is this one big trend, like spirituality, religion, and self-improvement. You can just chuck that in there as well, because most vegans do it for like the animals, which is fair enough, you know, I respect. But at the end of the day, the reason why I made this transition is what happened in my personal life and what I believe to be a stepping stone. But now I've had this diet for such a long time, and my mindset has changed. I don't see it as that much of a stepping stone. It's kind of just, it's not really anything, you know what I mean? But then sometimes I do see it as a stepping stone. That's why it's like really conflicting. It's just the power's within my hands. No one can actually help me. It's just I feel like, I don't know, I need a push. I just need to stop being like, and just pick one thing. You know what I mean? I just need something, or like some guidance. Just go boom, just go forward and do it, or go forward and stick with the diet you have. You know what I mean? But overall, there's no 100% healthy eating diet. So I'm not going to be going into this diet thinking it's going to be 100% like healthy, or when I get to my alkaline desired goal when it comes to my overall eating, that's going to be 100% healthy. No, it's going to be healthier. But like I said, there's no perfect diet. There's literally no, it just comes down to your opinion, and pay attention to your body and see how you feel. But yeah, it's just this one big label, this one big trend. I don't like to say I'm vegan, I'm vegetarian. What I should really be saying is that I'm just trying to eat healthier than I was. Just trying to live a healthy lifestyle when it comes to eating. But it seems kind of like hypocritical that I'm saying that because I'm eating dairy products. And you can't also get a 100% healthy diet. So it's like, well, how can you be eating a healthy foods or living a healthy lifestyle if it's not 100% healthy? It's not 100% healthy, but doesn't mean it's not healthy. So that's how I see it. Just gradually increasing your diet to what you believe to be healthier, and then stick with that and pay attention to how your body feels. If you generally feel better, stick with it. You know what I mean? It's all about experimenting. But that's the bit of the scary part, 'cause a lot of people just want to eat the same foods, and it's just like, I don't know, I feel like me eating meat is just going to really just, I don't know, it's just, I feel like it's just going to fuck me up in some way, because I've not had it for ages, and I'm going to feel like terrible, and it's also just going to be on my mind and my mental, and I'm just going to feel a bit shit, 'cause I'm like, well, I don't think this is better, but I'm eating it to help me in terms of gym, when there's also a lot of reasons why I shouldn't be eating it. But I feel like that's enough ranting. I feel like I'm kind of going in a circle here. But yeah, that's just to wrap up the video. Just talking about like the labeling and stuff like that. But yeah, no one has a 100% healthy diet. We all eat something that could be good or bad, depending on our opinions. But I'm going to leave it there. Going to wrap up the video. Otherwise, I feel like I'm just going to be going in circles. I feel like I'm repeating myself a lot this video. I tend to rant for ages, but it's because I'm really passionate and I like to get everything off my chest. In a way, it's just like, I don't feel fully satisfied if I don't say everything that's on my mind when it comes to a certain topic. I feel like there's just like something missing, so I have to say as much as I can think of. So that's why I talk for a while. But yeah, I'm going to end the video there. Hope everyone has a good day, and I'll see you in the next video.